Nicholas Negroponte rightly said, computing is not about computers anymore. It is about living. A very good evening to you all and a warm welcome to this wonderful day to hear more about computer engineering global career trends. Now, if you look around, starting from voice assistants that you have, Alexa, Siri, Microsoft Cortana, to your online classes, or maybe even the way you book a railway ticket, a movie ticket, or even order food from your favorite restaurant. Computers have taken their hand at all of these fields. Computer engineering is basically a blend of information technology, electrical and electronics engineering, hardware and software design, etc., and a lot more of other fields. And all of this proves the impact and the power of computer engineering that it has on technology. Computer engineers have basically major involvement in the development of software and hardware systems. And it is, to say the least, a very vast discipline. If we just review the technological advancements that we have made in the last decade itself, we could easily anticipate what revolutionary changes may be in store for all of us who are now aspiring to be computer engineers. Computer engineers could build a career in various fields, various domains like artificial intelligence, ethical hacking, wireless network, database system, video games development, computational biology, mobile application development, and a lot more. To hear more about what computer engineering has to offer and to be specific about what how DBIT could help you gain and achieve these dreams, we have with us Dr. Amiya Kumar Tripathy. Dr. Amiya Kumar Tripathy is a professor in computer engineering at Don Bosco Institute of Technology, Mumbai. He had been the Dean of Research and Development. He is also an adjunct professor to the School of Science, Edith Cowan University, Perth, Australia. He had been a visiting researcher and research mentor to Smart Farming Project in Thailand at RM University of Technology, Bangkok. Dr. Tripathy had been the secretary to Rashtriya Uchchar Shiksha Abhiyan, Government of Maharashtra for Higher Studies in Geospatial Technology. He is an IEEE member, ACM professional member, and currently the chairman to IEEE Geoscience and Remote Sensing Society, Bombay chapter. He has been in the board of study as a member to many autonomous colleges for computer science and the research progress community RPC member to computer science at School of Engineering, Amity University, Mumbai. He is also the RPC member to many remote research centers for computer engineering in the University of Mumbai. Dr. Tripathy earned his PhD from the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, and has been 25 years in software industry, research in academics, and having 130 plus publications to repute. He has supervised over 3 PhD scholars in Australia, 2 in India, and a few more in progress. He had been editorial board member of IEEE Transactions on Computational Social Systems, Elsevier's Journal of Information Science, and guest editor to the journal The Future Internet. He has been the general chair, program chair, track chair, and co-chair to many IEEE and ACM international conferences, workshops, synopsiums, and has delivered many keynote and plenary talks. He has carried many consultancy and collaborative overseas projects in the domain of data science, computer vision, remote sensing, IoT for agriculture and rural development. He has been a recipient of Eureka 2011 Award for Research, DBCL 2015 Award for Implanting Undergraduate Research, and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award 2020 for Teaching and Research. It is such a pleasure to have you, sir, amongst us. Over to you, sir, as we head on to the session.
Thank you, Priyana, for nice regarding me. So let me share my slide. I hope this slide is visible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So today I'm going to speak on the tomorrow's world through today's education. That's the computer science and engineering. Along with me, my students, and these are the alumni of our alumni, and they are with me for this program today. And I will speak a few lines for computer science engineering and its importance, followed by why DBIT and the real experience gained by our alumni So they will share their own experience through what they have gone through this computer engineering, in the DBIT, and that's what the today's program actually. So let me look into that, what actually the computer science engineering and why you will study the computer science is concerned about. So when we talk about the computer science and engineering is concerned over there and why this is required, that's the matter of concern, that why do you want to study this computer science engineering. So when I look into that, so computing is the part of everything that we do. That is what we know each and every time. That is what we talk about that. But this is not the case that why we look into computer science engineering. So if you look into the any kind of expertise in computing, and that you will see everywhere the word computing comes into picture, and that's what we are going to talk about the computing. Now, when I say that one, what is the computing over there? If you see yourself, designing and creating any software system, then computer science might be the right course of study for you. If you are thinking of becoming a manager or administrator to a technical enterprise, a degree in computer science or information or computer science could provide you with a background needed to achieve your goals. If you are thinking about becoming a researcher in technical field, information and computer science could provide you with the skills and knowledge necessary to succeed. So the computer science is a dynamic and rapid growing area, and that has become an integral part of the world that we live in today. Having a degree in this field will provide you with a deep understanding of theories and emerging technologies. And this knowledge and experience will allow you to develop cutting-edge solutions that address today's challenges. When applied in an interdisciplinary fashion, students can also draw on their other areas of interest, such as maybe the biology, maybe the business, maybe cybersecurity, maybe economics, engineering or information assurance, language or linguistic and mathematics. Like this way, there are so many things to address a wider range of complex issues that computer science is trying to say. Now, when we look into this kind of things over there, we have something called a Association for Computing Machinery as per this, and this professions, what it says that one, the computing is a part of everything that we do. So whether you talk about any kind of computing which enables you to make a positive difference in the world, computing offers many different types of lucrative careers. Computing jobs are here to stay regardless where you are located. Expertise in computing, helps you to, even if your primary career choice is something else, could be there. Computing also offers a great opportunity for true creativity and innovativeness also. So computing has also space for both collaborative work and an individual effort also there. So computing is an essential part of a well-rounded academic preparation, and the future opportunities in the computing are without any boundaries over there. So that is what I talk about the computing is concerned over there. Now, when we talk about, when I say that when the future opportunities in the computing are without boundaries, and that's the true fashion of, as of now, the computing science are concerned over there. Now, when I talk about why study computer science, and I just try to say something like 7 compelling reasons to consider as a computer science is something like this way, right? So when I talk about the things, it's hard to ignore computer science as you are explore your options for different field of study. It seems like everyone is talking about careers in booming technology sector all the time. So a computer science degree certainly sounds like a good way to get your foot in the door of this industry. But if you don't want to choose the degree program just because it's popular, so choose the wrong degree program is a waste of precious time and money, of course. So you have to a good reason to rely on before determining the field of study that's you right to for you. So why study computer science that we have been talking about? There are 7 reasons that there are many reasons. In fact, I've just listed few reasons over there. So computer science related careers have a positive job outlook and salary potential as of now. So that means when we look for the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and which says that jobs in the technology industry are projected to grow by 13% in starting from the 2021 to 2026. I mean, next 5 years is the growth by is 13% as of now, and it is estimated total of 5,57,100 new jobs in the field of computer science is there as of now. This is not, I'm not saying this is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that's the BLS. So, and again, thanks to the continued growth of the cloud computing and data collection, as well as increased the need for a cybersecurity, and the job outlook for technology careers looks positive all the time. So computer science graduates are qualified for many of those in-demand technology roles, and these are just a few job titles that you could land with a computer science degree. Along with each jobs, there are good amount of good salary package over there. So, for example, a normal computer programmer earns in a globally talking about $84,280, right? That's the salary, a normal average salary of a computer programmer in global is concerned. So, like this way, if I talk about a software developer, and this is the the $105,590 is the standard package that is offering. So there are many things which as of now I'm not looking. I'm looking a little more on the why it is required. So computer science can lead to a versatile career opportunity. As you know that one, computer science this degree can lead to many different job titles. So technology is a growing part of nearly every company. So computer science graduates can look beyond tech startup as they begin their career. So this versatile degree puts graduates in demand at companies at all sizes and all industries over there, right? And next, the computer science takes you behind the scenes of everyday technology. Have you ever downloaded an app and wondered exactly what makes it function, or marveled at how a programming language that looks like a glitters into the sun can make an entire online world come to the life? So studying computer science takes you behind the curtain, giving you an understanding of how the digital world actually works over there. So computer science taps into your curiosity. Many computer scientists started out as mechanically inclined or thinkers, people who enjoy learning how something works and pushing the boundaries of their understanding. A degree in the computer science often offers even more opportunity to explore your curiosity to fullest. In fact, these type of problem solving skills are highly valued in the tech world, right? So computer science skills can be empowering to you, right? It's an amazing feeling to be able to make something from nothing, and digital creation are no exception. Understanding various coding languages and what makes them work means computer scientists have the skills to build apps, tools, and software programs from the ground up. This is a valuable skill set in the digital age, but the satisfaction of building something from the scratch is just as important. And the sixth one, the computer science values a continuous learning. The computer science field doesn't stay still for long thanks to the constant development in the technology. Students who pursue this field of study don't have to leave their learning behind them once they have degree in hand. Computer science is a field of encourages continuous learning throughout your career, and computer science benefits to society. Computer scientists play a large part in the shaping the future of your world and bringing the benefits, big and small, to all aspects of society. These technologies pros have the ability to make waves in the field of like healthcare, education, while empowering undeserved communities and increasing equally along the way. There is no shortage of challenge in the world, and the skills of the computer science professionals can be instrumental in solving many of them. So this is the part of what I was trying to say, the 7 different skills. There are many more, that's what I'm trying to say there. When I'm looking for the computer science trends in 2021 to look forward, and these are the things: artificial intelligence, edge computing, quantum computing, robotics, cybersecurity, bioinformatics, geoinformatics, and data science. These are the trends that is there in the 2020 onwards that we talk about that. So those many of the things that are already known to many of the things, but some of things, just a few lines I can say something on that. So when I talk about these kind of attributes over there, and we look into that, the computer science offers in a south after a look at the career both for a tech-savvy people interested in the latest computer science advancement. That is what we talk about all the times. Moving ahead, what can you do with the computer science degree? That was so. These are the few pictures that you see here. Everywhere I talk about computer, right? But however, these are not just the pictures over there, right? So you have many more things to say. What I mean to say that one, these pictures are trying to say that one, when you explore the computer science career, so you could be a computer programmer, you could be a hardware engineer, you could be a software developer, or you could be a system manager, or you could be a web developer, or a software engineer, database administrator, or IT architect, or could be a network administrator, could be a system analyst, could be a security analyst, could be information researcher, like many more things over there, right? Even if it could be a video game developer, or could be a data scientist. Right now, people talk about more than data science is concerned. So the rise of the computer science field is enormous over there. And in fact, when I talk about the BLS standards, so particularly the information security analyst will grow almost a 31% from starting from 2019 to up to 2029, right? So that's what the statistics is trying to say that one. So there could be in the area of information security, there could be 31% growth is coming up over there. So there are enormous careers in this way, right? When you look for the career outlook and the salary potential in the computer science, when we talk about that one, right? So moving ahead, when I look for the career choice for the students in computer science engineering, so these are the common careers people opt for. Could be starting with a software developer to a programming languages to a computer system analyst or database administrator or computer network architect. These are some of the careers people have been chosen over there. But however, these are not the only careers over there. There are many other careers people look into that one. But however, when I talk about these so-called the computer science top 5 careers by as far as salary point of view is concerned, as of now, they're talking about the computer and the information research scientist is the highest paid salary as of now. What the BLS is trying to say, then followed by computer network architect, followed by a software developer, followed by information security, followed by a database administrator. These are the 5 top computer science careers by the median salary is concerned over there. So, however, these the computer science salary is changing with respect to location, right? So, location plays a major part in the salary potential, obviously, over there. So, that also plays a different role in the particularly these kind of things were there. Now, the question that the highest paying computer science jobs are the computer science paid well? That's what the question that comes in the mind over there, right? So the answer obviously is obviously a yes. So computer science jobs are the highest paid job as of now when we talk about that way, right? So now it's not the one which job or which type of job in computer science the highest paid, but this is the fact as of now. That's what we talk about. Now, when we talk about the highest paying computer science jobs in 2009 and the career benefit, when I talk about, so if you are thinking that one studying a computer science degree, or maybe you have already enrolled but would like to know how the rewarding computer science degree, then but make sure that one as of now this is the highest paid job is that one. So and obvious reason, that's because the demand for the computer science or IT specialist is higher than ever. Additionally, you will find that it's not easy to become a computer science expert just night, but there is a huge amount of work or hard work is coming picture in this. That's what the things about that. So most jobs only requires a bachelor's degree in computer science, but sometimes you might need a master's degree in management position also, which demand more specialized knowledge and work experience also there. So when I talk about a software development director, which if I talk about the salary package, there could be average annual salary could be could be 1,43,000 USD. That's what the software development director is concerned. So this responsibility could be plan, manage, and software development process, communication between the different team, or communicate with the client, or maybe training or guiding junior programmer, something like that. That could be then followed by a principal software engineer, followed by the site reliability engineer, that called SRE, maybe followed by a security consultant, followed by a development operational DevOps, so-called, right? And that's where it goes. That's where it goes over there. Now, when I talk about the benefit in the computer science, right? So you have just a few minutes back, I was just trying to say that when computer science job offers a great salaries that increase as you gain more and more experience and develop your skills. So now when I talk about the job opportunities and career stability is the benefit. Freedom to work from anywhere, share your work with the world, that's what the benefit. Yes, you probably already know this, but we need to mention that a computer science job is a safe job, and mostly probably that one, right? And freedom to work from anywhere means code is code. Somewhere write it better, some words, but once you learn a programming language, you are able to use in any country or even work remotely from home. The same thing is true for a hardware, despite various manufacturing coming up with the different designs and computer parts, maybe so, but still the freedom to work anywhere is still there. Share your work with the world. It means that you can make your code and software open source. This means that when anyone can see the code and make changes and add tweaks or to create their version or make the tool work better according to their needs. That's what this area work with the world. That's what there are many benefits over there also. However, the benefits could be more. So coming to the why DBIT computer engineering over there. So we have competent faculty, we have state-of-the-art computing facility, we have modern yet holistic teaching learning process, we have mentoring process for every student, which we looks into growth of each student, overall growth, not only just a career growth over. We have the so-called the project-based learning, we have the problems solving skill development, that is another part of it. We follow the industry, the matching with the industry 4.0, we are trying to follow the education 4.0 standard practices. Also, we have also several MOUs with industry as well as research bodies, and we focus on the undergraduate research. That was the main the concept of our department is concerned. And we also facilitate to become an entrepreneur, and we have on-campus software forms wherein we talk about the students can, instead of going in some other industry, and to save the time, they work in the company itself, which is facilitated inside the campus. And here we have one alumni who has been done internship in that one. I will introduce you a little later. So that way, and we have innovation next, and we have also tinkering education. We have given freedom to the student to come up with their own ideas, and we want to support their ideas to bring the beautiful project on them. Of course, we also provide an on-campus placement assistant. That one. So like this way, there are many more features we have. Let's have a video that what the DBIT computer engineering offering for that one. Please watch on this video, please. introduce you a few of my alumni and to look into how they have gone through our department. And introducing now Renner. Renner graduated in 2012 from Dbit in computer science, and he worked for 3 years in the organization like Sintel and L&T Infotech in big data technologies. He also then moved to Canada for higher studies, and he completed program is a business information system analysis and consultancy. Now, after that, he has also worked in a major Canadian financial institution in the cloud computing domain. Now, currently, he is working with the Accenture Canada as a consultant on their key government project and is a part of data delivery and strategic team leading the project. And Renner also is a sport fanatic and a reader also. Renner, can you please share your few thoughts regarding what you have experienced in the DBIT in your days and how you are looking into DBIT computer engineering?
Sure, sir. Thank you for the introduction. Am I audible? Is everybody able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So when Imran sir and Amiya sir reached out to me that I need to talk about my experience in computer department, my first question was to my sister today morning when I dropped her at 6, what should I talk about? So what she told me is that talk about why you go back. In the past 6 years that I've been going back to India, every time, even if I've been there for 3 weeks, I make sure that one day I make time to visit DBIT. And the reason for that is I attribute a lot to what I am today. Not, of course, most important part is my parents, but second that has come in is DBIT, because although the computer degree is there, it made me grow as a professional. And I would add to it by saying that treat your professors as your best friends. This is an age group, 2008 to 2012, that I was in DBIT. I made some amazing life choices and some really bad life choices and mistakes. But the professors you have done the same thing, and treat them as your best friends. If you have an idea, be open about it. Talk to your professors and they will help you, guide you. Back in 2000, I think Amiya sir, you were involved in this, but back in 2009, 2010, cloud computing was absolutely new. And at that point of time, it was Amiya sir, Imran sir, there was Mudassar Sayyed sir who was there. They were the ones who encouraged us, okay, go, fine, we'll give you a lab, we'll let you work on it. Show us what you're capable of. And that added to a lot to who I am today. And that kind of encouragement I've not seen at any other institute. Even when I came to Canada to study, that kind of encouragement and that kind of process wherein they'll help you grow as a professional is not something that I have seen anywhere else. So take the full opportunity that you have of being in this computer science department. I can see that a lot of partnerships that are there now were not even there when I was a graduate. But yeah, I mean, kudos to where computer science department has been growing, and I hope that it continues to grow on that front. And I'll still keep continuing to come over here. Yeah.
Thank you, Renner. We have now another alumni, which is Madhumita. And Madhumita completed his engineering from DBIT. And after that, she has done master's in the cybersecurity management and software solutions management, and currently working in the risk compliance and the governance of company Ernst & Young Global Limited, which is a multinational professional service network with a headquarters in London. And she's also a lead internal audit as well as various vulnerability assessment projects also for different financial sector clients. Madhumita is a versatile student. That is what I have seen during those days. And she's also all-rounder. I will say that one because many of the, apart from the many of the things she has been. Now it's can you share please few lines?
Yeah. Thank you, Amiya sir. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. First of all, good evening, everybody. My name is Madhumata, as Amiya sir rightly said. So I wanted to share my experience in DBIT. So I wanted to start at why I came to this engineering field itself. So like when I was growing and when I was decided that I wanted to take science and I wanted to do something in the field of computers, because at that age, I was sure that I wanted to do something in the field of computers. But computer itself is a very big term, right? And the clarity which I had during those days was very basic, and I didn't know what exactly I'm looking for myself. So then slowly, when I came to know about DBIT and the computer science specialization, I understood that what all things DBIT computer science are teaching us. So that gave me a clarity that, okay, this is what I want to do in my future. And that's how I should be going to that college. And then once the DBIT's computer science journey started, and there was no looking backwards, because the main thing about computer science is clearing our basics. In today's time, I mean, if you ask an engineer, what is a server? What is a VPN? I mean, they might know big technologies, but when it comes back to basics, sometimes some people, they hesitate. So that thing, I think, for clarifying the basics, I think computer science, this curriculum was very helpful. It gave me a clarity that what exactly I wanted to do. And one thing about computer science department is it was not just about teaching a student about coding languages or technical languages. It was also about the overall development of a student. So when an engineer graduates and goes to a corporate field, a corporate world, it is not always that it's the technical skills they are asked for. There, they also see that whatever technical knowledge we are having as a student, are we able to present it? Okay, so for that, DBIT was the best place to be in. I remember during our times, we used to have various competitions organized by computer science department, where any project or any business idea or any technical idea, we had to convince it to our faculty. And at that point of time, our faculty used to be as people who would be who are actually industry experts and who would analyze our idea. So that particular activities which computer science department does, it really helped me, because right now the kind of field, the consulting field which I am right now working in, I actually utilize those learnings from DBIT and I'm using it right now. So that was a very help which I had. And one more thing which I wanted to add, once we complete our computer science engineering, the knowledge is always needed. Like even when I was studying for my master's, for my cybersecurity and software solutions management, all the basics which were there was already covered in my DBIT course. So it was a very useful thing. I didn't have to do a lot of hard work while studying for my master's. So that was properly covered. And as I could see when Amiya sir displayed the video of the extracurricular activities which computer science is going, I don't see such activities going on in any other engineering colleges. So it's a best thing. And that's why, this is why I would like to say that, DBIT has actually helped me, and it would be helping all the upcoming students who would be gradually coming in DBIT. Yeah, so this was the thing.
Thank you, Madhumita.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you.
We have we offer various internships to our students. So a different kind of internship that we have started, we have invited companies to our campus, and the benefit to it, that one, we look into industry institute interaction. One aspect, we want to save our students time instead of going to the industry, and can industry come to the campus and train our students, or can provide a platform, can provide an expert atmosphere that one where the students can feel really that one they are while studying, working with industry. Yes, that is we have been doing, and we have MOU with the SQL string solutions, right? And wherein our students have been working in that one. One of our alumni, whose name is Sarthak, has worked under this company, and I would like to invite Sarthak to say a few words regarding his journey in the internship, and hence he has worked in a company like Simplex India as a software engineer, and he's working with right now the latest technologies to build up a full stack application that will directly service end user through a website and APIs. Sarthak, can you share a few lines, please?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, sir, for introduction. So basically, software engineering is something when companies come to the campus to hire us for these job roles, they basically want to know whether we have worked on some technologies, some software technologies earlier or not. What experience do we have as compared to other students, whether we are interested in that field or not. So for that, they usually ask you questions which you can answer well only if you have certain experience in developing these softwares. And as sir rightly said about the SQL string MOU, so basically in this we were asked to make a project from scratch, and by making such projects, basically we gain a lot more experience. We do make some mistakes, which we realize later during the process, and then we correct it. So a lot of experience comes through it. And since we have made those mistakes and corrected it, so it stick to our mind. So when we go and apply for jobs in the software industry, then that is a very big plus there. Because when you have worked on something, it really reflects in your when you speak about it to the interviewer. And second, one more important thing is the college supports the new ideas. So my one major factor along with the SQL string internship was my final year project when it came to my job. And my final year project was basically a research based project. So the college is really open to accept any idea, any good idea which you have regarding your final year project, regardless of the implementation difficulties. They are like there to provide you and provide you with the things you need to implement them, and as well as guide you whenever you are in need. So all you are left to is come up with a great idea first, and sometimes, and we are given a lot of time for that. Even before our fourth year starts, we have 1 or 2 months to plan for that, and teachers guide us to do that. And that is really a big plus, because if in case we, like in my case, I had my final year project decided, so that is a big plus because you can talk about them in your interviews, and that was really a huge plus for me. So yeah, that is it for me. But I think these two were the biggest plus. So when it came to the placements.
Thank you, Sarthak, for your sharing your insights over there. Next, we have Taha Kazi, and he is again a brilliant alumni. The why I say brilliant is overall full package. What I mean to say is that one. So when we talk about beyond the course curriculum, when we talk about beyond something you want to do, right? So something hatke we want to do, and he is a person who has something he has. We provide an atmosphere to grow in that way. So when we talk about a project, when we talk about leadership, when we talk about a deal maker, when we talk about leading a particular project, when we talk about guiding something over there, right? So that's what the kind of the package that we provide to the students. And there are many such, and one of them is Taha Kazi, and which is who is currently working with the Cactus Labs as an engineer in the machine learning team, and he's carrying out research in the field of NLP, and especially working with the grammar correction over there. Of course, he has also worked within so-called the computer vision, which is again on demand as of now, and he has set up juniors who has worked under him also for almost 1 year. And that's a different kind of experience that we talk about a senior guiding to juniors, and that's the culture that we have been in the DBIT. And that's what one such person, that Taha Kazi, and that's what I would like to say that Taha, can you share your experience in the department that you have carried out?
So first of all, thank you so much for the introduction. It's quite, I'm quite happy to be back and to share my experience with others with how DBIT has, what a great impact DBIT has had on me. So when I started, before entering college, I had zero experience in coding. I had no idea about any programming language or any concept related to programming as well. And right now where I am, after 4 years, I can see the difference and the impact that DBIT has had. So if I had to, summarize my experience and summarize the main sort of thing that DBIT has provided to me are like three main fundamentals. One is the opportunity and the services that DBIT provides. So for someone who has no knowledge at all about coding, the curriculum and the faculty members will provide you will provide the greatest push for you to learn anything that you want. You start off with your basics, but then it is up to you to pull up to wherever you want to go and whatever you want to learn. In my experience, I had the freedom to learn whatever I wanted. As Amiya sir said right now, we started a computer vision group and we had a couple of courses with students and we were learning computer vision by ourselves. So DBIT gave us that freedom to learn any topic that we could. And that is true for all, even for a smaller projects that you take up. So for right from your subjects like data structures to simple projects in Python to machine learning, you have the freedom to take any project that you want, and the faculty members will support you thoroughly with whatever project you take up. And those projects will be a really good learning experience for you. Secondly, I believe DBIT gave a lot of freedom in what we could do. So like as Sarthak was talking about the BE project, we had a lot of freedom in selecting our BE project. So my BE project was a joke detection and generation software. So in that, like the idea itself is quite wacky to begin with, but the faculty members supported us. The curriculum was quite beneficial to us to study all of this. So the freedom that we got while doing our projects was quite important to us. And today when I'm in my job, a lot of the work that I do is very much related to the BE project that I did. So that freedom has really helped me, and I gain a lot of benefit from doing that. Also, you'll have a lot of freedoms in the kind of things that you want to take up and the things that you want to do. There are a lot of, apart from technical opportunities, there'll be a lot of leadership opportunities as well in DBIT. Say, for example, if you want to start a group that wants to study something, the faculty members will be on board with it. You want to start, sort of an offshoot group that say wants to organize a talk from this person, the faculty members will be on board with it. You want to conduct a workshop, people will help you. There's a lot of opportunities where you can form groups, learn, do collective learning, and learn a lot through that. And that is something that DBIT will really, really provide you. And sort of to sum up my experience, it has been like if somebody who's just entering the gates of DBIT, what I'll tell them that as far as you have an emotion or an initiative to start something, neither do you require skill, nor the motivation, nor the resources. As far as you have the, the initial push in yourself to do something, DBIT will take care of the rest. The faculty members will help you through and through. They'll provide you resources. They'll give you the motivation. They'll give you the incentives. They'll give you all the necessary things that are required to achieve everything that you want. And like, that is something that I'm truly grateful for to DBIT. Like I had the, people like, who are present here, we had the initiative and that was the only thing that we required. And DBIT provided the rest. And I'm truly, truly in that and, grateful for DBIT or for what DBIT has provided me. And I'm truly, truly thankful for it. Thank you, sir, for calling me and for allowing me to express my gratitude. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Taha. We have ACM, that is Association of Computing Machinery, right? So ACM, which provides tools and resources to help to get you there by advancing your career and enhancing your knowledge with the lifelong learning resources, right? ACM professional as well as student members enjoy such kind of benefits by interacting with the different tools and technology over there. And we have ACM chapter since its beginning of this department since 2005 onwards over here. So each and every year we have been benchmarking our own standards to do activities, because activities are the way where you are learning beyond the course curriculum, and particularly to learning different tools and technology, which is not normally taught in the classroom sessions are concerned over there. And of course, to train to make you update, to make you up to date, to look into the today's technological advancement, and one has to be paced with the technologically advanced tools which is coming up and up, right? So hence we have student bodies, and each and every year our student bodies are working hard to raise their benchmarks, and one such our student member is Grejo, and who is the chairperson of the ACM student body, right? And he is striving his best to provide the different opportunities for his learning, as well as to make learn others also there. That means we talk about a peer learning. That means we talk about the student mentoring, a student mentoring to another student, a student mentoring to junior student. So like this way, this kind of approach is very much beneficial. We have been witnessed with so many years, and I would like to ask Grejo to share his views how the things we are taking up. So it is well known, but still Grejo will say something. Yeah, Grejo, please.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So yeah, like most the alumni have already talked about most of the points that are happening in computer department and all the benefits and incentives that we get in the department. So like even Taha mentioned about it, like if you want to do something more, you want to stand out from the crowd and take up new initiatives, we have a lot of support from the faculties, from the department. So in that way, we are getting a lot to do something more for the students. Like it's not just about academics, but when you have more experience, like Satak told, like if you are having internships done, you have projects done, those experiences actually matter when you are going in your career forward. So like even when we are attending interviews and all, our experiences are actually coming out useful. So it's about that, wherein we take up more initiatives, like Sir told, peer learning is motivated a lot. So we teach, we learn ourselves, and we share our experiences, we share our knowledge that we learned over the years to the juniors, so that they could also come up and take up their initiatives, do projects as well. So like as part of ACM, many of you already know, for those who don't know, we have a gaming studio called as Technac, which is something that is very unique to our college, because in India or abroad, I don't think there's any other college who has its own gaming studio, and which is totally run by the students. That's the highlight part of it. So even when we say it to somebody else, like in an interview, I was asked what is Technac. So when I told them, like even the interviewer they were awestruck. They were like, students can actually run a gaming studio. That is a question that comes around, because game development is not something that is usually attracted towards students. So when they link it to students doing that, it is actually something very unique. And not just that, like it's been 3 years since Technac started building games, and now till now we had almost 40 games that were built. This year, as Sir told, we are achieving new milestones. This year alone, we have 40 games that are going to be made, which is more than all the 3 years combined. And we have 120 plus developers, student developers from Dbit as well as outside Dbit who are working for Technac. And even we got international recognitions from proper well-established gaming studios like Lion Studios. They see our profile, they are approaching us saying, we like your profile, would you like to have a talk with us, so on. So our work is also getting recognized, and it gives us a lot of experience in like not just academics or technical things, but along with that, you get to learn leadership, you get to learn how to manage your work, how to balance between academics and co-curriculars and so on. And like then many of the students feel that like if you're getting involved too much into the co-curricular or extracurricular activities, it affects your academics. I would say it totally doesn't affect your academics, because it's how about you balance. Engineering is not just about doing computer engineering, it's also about learning the engineering of life. You learn how to manage your life, how to balance between your responsibilities, how to take care of all the work and responsibilities that you have. So it doesn't actually affect your academics, but it gives you a boost in your academics as well, because it gives you a personality growth, and from that you can perform better in all the areas of your life, including academics. So, and these things like even in games development is not about playing games, but it's about developing games. So the core concepts of programming, algorithms, knowledge, logic building, critical thinking, problem solving, all these concepts are actually involved into these projects and things that we do. So it's a cycle of work that you keep learning. It's about growing your knowledge, learning more and more things, and improving yourself. So like there are a lot of good faculties that are there. Everyone is so loving, caring, and supporting. They always push you to do more and more, keep moving forward. They always encourage you to take up more initiatives and do better things. So yeah, that is what we get in computer department, and that's very special and very unique that I have seen here. Thank you.
Thank you, Grejo. Thank you, Rener. Thank you, Madhumita. Thank you, Taha. Thank you, Grejo. And thank you, Sartha. Right? And wonderful, you have been said your experience in DBIT, and definitely the audience will be motivated by your words, right? And keep it up. These are again you are the the face of our department in picture. All right. Thank you again, Paul. And thank you, audience. This is the end of our sessions. So any questions, please let us know so that we can answer your query, if any. Any questions from the